Fully automatic boss status.
Damn, mention what you have to do them like that.
If I could train a dragon, I could dance or tame a lion. Any climate, and I'm shining like a diamond out of Zion. Been a tyrant, never silent. My retirement's desire, but my dwelling place is fire, fitting for my attire. If I could aim any higher, I hit the Allah higher. My asylum is in the bottom, my fringes in the bottle. Wobble, wobble, shaking, taking the city with a trunk, cause it's one big titty bitch ready to get fucked from the front to the back. We never stumble, never lag while they recover from the Sabbath. We on the streets wreaking havoc, raining terror from above. It's the Stanos gripping the glove with those manos dripping with blood from the scripture, stitching one W. Nigga, I'm here to trouble you. Problems, then I'm a troubleshoot. Rich niggas won't fuck with you, my people, so I'm comfortable. Usher you to the upper room. Truly, we the untouchable. Fully automatic boss status. 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 I face the east when I pray, but it's one west. All this camouflage on me, I'm a war vet. I.S.U.P.K gonna rule, I ain't far-fetched. You niggas want world peace like Ryan Nortez. Hey, took it and ran with it. The old me had to die for me to transition. All the churches closed down, it's a pandemic. But U.P.K in every hood like a transmission. You can thank the general, I am the bar. Niggas running out of time like a Audemars. Red cup, black label, I'm a connoisseur. I'ma leave it wet if I draw the sword. Nigga, this the code of conduct. Put on all black, get some rank, I know he solid. She ain't gotta get naked, she know she popping. We was yelling back up way before the virus. Hey, most high in Christ, this type of life ain't for the weak, you gotta sacrifice. Give it up. We sin unaware. Niggas go against the grain like they cutting hair. But I'm a priest and prophet, I gotta teach. You might not get to see me 7 days out the week. You got questions, we got breakdowns. U.P.K about to spread like a breakout. Refuse, this is safe house. Not too many take this road, but it's a safe route. Babylon.
All right, shalom, 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 Israel. Welcome again to another Breakdown podcast. You understand? This is the Breakdown podcast hosted by Captain of 13,000, Captain Nayatak, out of the I.S.U.P.K, and Officer 500, Kayad one from I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. You understand? I say, Yahweh Shami Awashai, a thumb to my brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bashami Awashai to my sisters. You understand? So this is the Breakdown podcast where we break down the strongholds that hold back the children of Israel here in the Caribbean, you know what I mean, you know, Jamaica, North, Central, and South America, you understand? And the topic of tonight's, you know what I mean, show is mother brings her 5-year-old daughter to Carnival. You understand? Kappa come in shortly and Kappa go break it down for you, see? You know what I mean? But to the people them on TikTok and, you know what I mean, the various social media that we are currently streaming on, you know what I mean? Put it in the chat whether or not you think this is moral. Is it okay for a mother to bring her 5-year-old daughter to Carnival? You understand? Most people know what Carnival is. See? And some people seem to don't want to admit what Carnival really is. Yeah.
Hey, Shalom. What's going on, Arg?
There, man.
What we got going on here?
Why be a problem, sir? You know what I mean? Some mother bring her 5-year-old to, you know what I mean, that sex Argy.
You talk more these black queens?
Yeah, these black queens, you know? Yeah, man.
I mean, these women who, you know what I mean, want to have a Cinderella, you know what I mean, ending.
Kind of one gun.
I mean,
kind of one gun, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and that shows that, you know what I mean, we need black men in these houses.
Right.
Right? We need black men.
Kind of one gun, sir.
Right? So that we could grow our daughters up in the right way. Because leaving these women to grow these children up, we're going to be in hell.
Right.
I mean, like we are right now. You
right.
know what I mean?
Because
these black women, I think recently, I don't know if you heard the story, Mashaka and them bring it out, so what happened them in Trinidad, where a brother, he was trying to see his his 4-year-old daughter was having a rough time seeing the 4-year-old daughter. Lo and behold, the man who was with the child mother, you know what I mean, unalive the child, take the child head off.
Salaka.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they say it was bad.
And
That
that's the
was really
reason.
bad.
And that's the reason why I could see him child, sir, because she was unalive.
No, because you know what I mean, the woman, the mother didn't want him to see the child.
Okay.
Plus, everybody was basically telling him to leave the child with the mother.
Okay.
You understand? Which shows you know what I mean, which shows you
Mm-hmm.
that is, you know what I mean, we have things back to front.
Right.
Why not leave the child with the father?
Right.
You know what I mean? With the man that who really will put his life on the line. The same thing he would have do with that sister, meaning protect that sister with his life. He would have did the same thing for that child.
Right.
But woman, she don't think like that.
Mm-hmm.
She don't. You know what I mean? She think taking her the middle. Bring the story up. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
This says, Anne Marita Golden embrace carnival tradition with daughter.
Yeah, you can put it up on the screen too, because people out there, they may not know what you call it again, what carnival is all about. They think, you know what I mean? I mean, this is what carnival is all about. Being naked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Naked as you know what I mean? Only thing is like coming out your house in a panty and bra or thongs. Right. You understand? Because they're showing the back there, you know what I mean? Tail is out. You seeing them buns. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And she is smiling like, you know what I mean, like it's something excellent or great when you are teaching your daughter to be teaching her from young.
Kind of one cancer.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like come on.
Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
Just to add to your point, sir, you know what I mean? Like what you said, it is basically them coming out in panty and brassiere, sir. There was this, you know what I mean, picture of a sister with her wardrobe malfunctioning, and it was as if she was naked because, you know what I mean, her underwear was basically riding up into her camel toe. You know what I mean? And it swallowed up the entire underwear, so it is as if she was naked. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And now she is going to want a man to treat her like a queen or a princess. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm saying queen because, you know what I mean, that's how, you know what I mean, we think. But we know in Israel there's no such thing as queen. You understand? These heathens have queens. You understand? We don't. We have princesses. You understand? Or princess. You understand? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So now, my question is, where's that child father? That's my big question. If I could interview that sister right now, where's that child's father?
You can almost guarantee that this mother and the father is no longer together for some reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll be shocked if the father with the mother. I'll be extremely shocked. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna have to look at this dude sideways. He ain't doing his job. He is taking on his full responsibility of being a man in that house.
Right.
You understand? And you're a man in your house. You're gonna have to, you know what I mean? You gotta be the one that bringing that discipline. You understand? You're gonna have to make sure that child has a very high like moral compass. You understand? That child needs that integrity, needs it to survive in this place, or else she's going to be turned out. And as you're saying, this is child abuse.
Right.
You understand? You as a parent, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, you had a dress like that. At least don't let your daughter see it like that.
Right.
Now, I could only wonder, you might walk around the house naked in front of your little girl.
Salaka.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's where my head gonna go now with seeing stuff like this.
Gun.
You know what I mean? Seeing stuff like this will have my head going. She's walking around the house there with no clothes on, no bra on, nothing on inside her house. And that little girl is being sexualized at a young age. She doesn't know what the hell taking place.
Mm-hmm.
And now if somebody try to, you know what I mean, do something to her, how she's gonna respond? Mommy, you know what I mean, mommy not even teaching you. You ain't supposed to dress like that.
Right.
And how could mommy be teaching you? You're not supposed to dress like that. And she dressing like that.
Right. So lucky, sir, to your point, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's clear that a mother like this is not teaching her daughter what to do when adults come to her in a sexual manner. Because she herself is sexualizing her daughter. You know what I mean? She seeming sensitive to these things. So, you know what I mean? Clearly she not teach her daughter how to defend herself from them things. You understand?
Yes. That's right. And she is some prime minister or president daughter.
Gonna one gun, sir. It's in the article, sir. You know what I mean?
Read a little bit of the article.
Gonna one gun, sir. This says opinion on children at Carnival are polarizing, but on the affirmative end of the spectrum is Anne-Marita Golden, daughter of former Prime Minister Bruce Golden. You know what I mean? So this is daughter of a former Prime Minister. You know what I mean? We continue reading. Clad in her Gen X's Draconos, she had her daughter Lila Christina Turner in front of her, wide-eyed with excitement at the colorful process.
And they're trying to make this look like it's, you know, I mean, it's something nice. Like Carnival is, you know, it's all about the costume and this, that, the other. You know what I mean? Why? Okay, if it's all about the costume, right? Why every year the costume seems to be getting less and less?
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's about the costume, I would think, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna be dressed in your panty and bra.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then telling me that it's art. You know what I mean?
Got one gun, sir.
Think they look like they literally went into Victoria's Secret Act. You know what I mean? Per a few, you know what I mean, add a few cloth here or there.
Right.
And come out.
Some feathers, some feathers there, you know?
Yeah. And now, brother, if you think Jamaica bad, because they're in Jamaica, right?
Got one cancer.
You think Trinidad was? Well, somebody worse than them is Brazil. Brazil, them sisters, brother, they be fully naked in the street. Feather stick in the hair, glitter on the chest, glitter by the box, glitter on the behind, and they are in the streets. You understand? And all this has to do with what? With them serving a God and they don't even know it.
Right.
Because to them, they're having fun. And that's the problem with black people. All we care about is just fulfilling with lust, having fun,
right,
being entertained. When life is not just that alone. You understand? There's certain consequences to come from you having fun. You might like to smoke weed. You understand? Does that mean it's right? You might like to snort cocaine. Does it mean it's right? No, you dress like this. Telling somebody who's snorting cocaine is wrong. How you do that?
So that,
you know what I'm saying?
Sir, if I may, sir, the article says that the daughter's eye was filled with excitement. When I look at this picture, this looks more like confusion than anything else. You know? You know what I mean? Daughter look more confused and somewhat scared. You know what I mean? This is not excitement. You understand? This look like this is too much for this little girl process when you check it. You know what I mean? But of course, them want to spin it in a positive way when this is clearly just child abuse. You understand?
Yeah,
So
that is crazy, boy. Give me that scripture where it say don't sacrifice your children, I think to Molech or something like that.
One
You know what I mean?
second.
Like, yeah, I mean, we gonna have to, you know what I mean, Carnival is something brother in the Caribbean and especially in Trinidad. That is something, you know, you see like how John the Baptist lose his head for trying to come up against the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Carnival might be like that in Trinidad. You liable to lose your head out coming up against Carnival in Trinidad.
Salaka, sir.
Brazil. Come on.
Some sister commented on the video and said that they have kiddies carnival in Trinidad.
Yeah, they do have kiddies carnival, but kiddies carnival, the kids and them from in my timing, they were dressed up. Like I play kiddies carnival, but I had on clothes. I didn't have on no drawers. You know what I mean? And bareback. You know what I mean? What is confusing is the kids and them, they're playing kiddies carnival, they dressed up, you know what I mean? They're covered. But then when you get to the adults, they're naked.
God, so it's like a training big carnival.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 18 and 21, and it says, "And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech."
Right, and that's because back then, right, we were trying to do what? Worship who? Molech, and we were having our kids do what? We was actually yes.
Cancer.
You understand? And now today, you understand? You call yourself a Christian. You call yourself a follower of Christ. And now you training your child, you understand, to neglect her body.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Which is the most, you know what I mean, that your body, what did the Lord say about your body?
Your body is a temple of the Most High.
Yes. And now you have what the hell are you doing training your daughter to do? Where's this child father? I need to talk to this child father because she ain't carrying the mother lost him, she carrying the father lost him. Mr. Turner, where are you?
Right.
I would like to speak to you, Mr. Turner. You understand? And tell you how much you fail at being a father.
Right.
You understand? And if not, you know what I mean, I would like to shake your hand. You understand? Knowing the fact that you tried to stop this from happening. You understand? But we gonna definitely have to, we'll definitely have to, you know what I mean, start to speak out against this type of, you know what I mean, behavior from, you know what I mean, from Black women, Hispanic women, Native Indian women, and brothers also too. You know, so we gotta speak out against this. You know what I mean? It's time for us to stop angering the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Come on.
Cancer. It says, "Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord."
Right. You profane the name of the Lord. The Lord call you what? You are his chosen people, man.
Right.
Like the Lord reputation rests in you, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? It rests in you. You know what I mean? Why it is we on the island, we quick to condemn, you know what I mean, the LGBTQ community. But this type of lifestyle, we don't.
Right.
When the Bible condemns both of them, and the Bible looks at both of them as being sin.
Right.
You understand? Like you want to go carnival, but you dress like that? Nah, go put some clothes on, man. Let your husband see that body. I shouldn't have to be looking at your body.
Right.
You understand? And who knows if the child is ashamed of that mother for being naked. Who knows what that child gonna go through? You understand? Especially if she going to school with boys and say, yeah, I see a mom. I see a mom. You know what I mean? I saw all of your mom. You know what I mean? How that child gonna cope with that type of, you know what I mean? Like you a grown woman and you doing that. You know what I mean?
Salaka, sir.
Come on.
This child might have to go to school and have to, you know what I mean, different people coming up, you know what I mean, like what you said, talking bad about her mother.
Yeah.
Or her mother was, you know what I mean, whining on Carnival in our underwear, showing all of our cleavage, all of our, you know what I mean, our crutch in the newspaper and social media. And you know what I mean? People saying, oh, our mother look like somebody who they would want, you know what I mean, to have intercourse with, you know what I mean? And she would have and take that bullying, sir. You understand?
That's it. That's exactly what's could happen. And I'm, you know what I mean? And I won't be shocked that it did happen.
Right.
You understand? Because some of these parents need to understand that they have a responsibility.
Right.
You understand? When you was not mother and you went and do that, you know what I mean? Ain't no sweat. It was still wrong, but at least you didn't have a responsibility.
Right.
You know what I mean? These kids look up to you as a hero. You the Superman, Superwoman, you the everything. And now when you behave and dress like that, they're gonna lose respect for you.
Right.
And now you're gonna want to know, why are you lying to me like this? Why are you doing these things? Well, maybe because you doing them things as a grown-up. And they're learning from you. Just maybe. Maybe you were a bad teacher.
Right.
You understand? Just maybe. You're a bad teacher. Give me that scripture where it talks about train a child up in the way where he or she should go.
Cancer.
I mean. Like, and this too is the Christian pastor, the church fault. You understand? Because the church continues to accept this mediocre type of lifestyle. You understand? Because of money. The church continues to accept it. You know what I mean? You can't be in Israelite school in UPK and be a sinner.
Right.
We don't condone that BS. You better come in here, you sit down in class, and you change.
Right.
You understand? Or we'll just let the world teach you a lesson. You know what I mean? Come on.
Cancer. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. And it says, train up a child in the way he should go.
That's the responsibility you have as a parent. That's the responsibility we all have as parents, to train our child up in the way where he should go or she should go.
Right.
So you training your child up to go to Carnival and just half naked. Now, I know how I train my daughter or my sons, but I can't say that for brothers and sisters in the world.
Right.
So now some brother might see your daughter dressed like a slut and think it's fair game. And she might just be not on that. You understand? I'm just painting a scenario that could happen. You understand? Because there are sick people out there.
In Carnival.
Yes.
Carnival. I mean, Salaka, if I may, sir.
Come on.
Not to cut you off, sir.
No, you go ahead, man.
That is the environment of deviance.
Yeah.
And you brought your child out there, exposing your child to deviance. You understand? People drinking, people under the influence of drugs. You understand? You're putting your child in danger. You understand?
Yes. Correct.
All
right, read on.
Cancer. And when he is old, he will not depart.
And now this is the part right here. That's why we say what? You are not born in the LGBTQ community. This is a learned lifestyle. You understand? So now a child being trained in the wrong way is going to grow up in what? In that way.
Right.
You understand? If you train a child not to have respect for her body at a young age, then when she grows up, guess what?
She's gonna be a promiscuous little girl.
Yes.
Can.
Yes.
Can.
And then now that child is open to every type of venereal disease.
Right.
Why? Because mommy is a bad teacher.
Right.
Daddy is a bad teacher. You understand?
Cancer.
And we take these things in the Black community as being small things. When these small things turns into large, big things. Because why? Mommy teaching her to dress like promiscuous. Now, guess what she's going to do when she have kids? She's going to do the same thing. So you starting a generation upon generation. You know what I mean? Just doing things to what? To anger the Lord. And when you anger the Lord going to turn his back on you. And before you know it, you could have HIV. Right. Before you know it, you could have syphilis.
Right.
You understand? You don't want these things. You understand? For your kid. So you got to train your kid how to behave, how to act, how to dress, how to speak. You're going to have to do it. You know what I mean? Or else we're going to have to continue going to these funerals. You understand? Continue depending on the government to try and come up with legislation to save your kid. You know what I mean?
And to add to your point, sir, you know what I mean? She said this, just like you said, that this was generational. What she said is she's trying to get her daughter to, you know what I mean, experience carnival at a young age, just like she. You know what I mean? So it is generational, like what you said.
Yeah.
Salaka, go ahead, sir.
No, Salaka. I was going to say, and that's the thing with us, especially with women. Women have a tendency now, a father, right? A father, even though he might be suffering from type addiction, drug addiction, right? He might be more inclined to tell the child, don't come down this path.
Right.
Don't follow me down this path. I mean, it's wrong. I'm ashamed. I can't help myself. This, that, the other. Like with men, like is more like we face reality better than women. You understand? And with women, they pull you down with them. So now a woman who does not have a boyfriend or a man or a husband, right? Her friend who does have one, she's going to be trying to do what? Get her to leave that man. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like they try to pull each other in that barrel with, you know what I mean, with themselves. And now she destroyed. She grew up a certain way. No, get a baby girl a chance to not grow up like that.
Right.
If she wants to be grown and then expose herself to it, then so be it. But don't bring her in it. Keep her away from that BS. Protect the child. You know what I mean? Protect her. I mean, but you know what I mean? Who's me? I'm just a regular old Joe. You know what I mean? Who's speaking rhetoric, you know what I mean, out my mouth. Like, come on.
Salaka, just to add to your point, sir. You know what I mean? When you say a father, him live his life and him making mistakes, but him know that his duty is to make sure you don't walk down the same road. You understand? If your father was a unaliver, see, him try make you know that, look, that is not the path to go.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a sister now, if she's a you know what I mean, promiscuous woman. She train her daughter to be just like her, teach her philosophy of to use men and, you know what I mean, get her way by using her body. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So you're right, sir. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't want the viewers to think we bashing women. And no, not all women like that. Not all of them like that. Some sisters are genuinely, you know what I mean? They're genuinely, you know what I mean, good sisters. But brother, you know what I mean? Put this one back up. This one right here, she is not fit to be a parent.
Right.
She's not fit to be a parent. Not.
Yeah.
That child should be home, studying her work, or doing something. Find a babysitter for her. That child don't need to be on the streets there with you. You understand? That's like, you know what I mean, you taking your child into a room that full of orgies that going on.
Yeah.
Full of orgies going on. Would you take your child in some room like that? Then why are you taking that child to go and see all that skin parading down the street?
Right.
You understand? Now, mommy like this. You understand? And you know, sisters, you know what I mean? They for sure, you know what I mean, thick. You know what I'm talking about. So you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be like, you know what I mean, like mommy, things gonna be, you know what I mean, jumping all over the place.
Extra explicit.
Yeah, and now she is seeing that. And on top of that, she's seeing how a man is dealing with that.
And Salaka, sir.
You understand? Come on.
And when she goes to school, she's going to do that. You know what I mean? When she goes to school with the same little young boy there. You know what I mean? Or whenever she have a sleepover with a neighbor or with some family member, she's going to see what her mother does. Yeah. You understand? And emulate it to she socializing, because that is how she see her mother socialize. You understand? And she will get sexualized from early. You understand?
That's it.
So
that is it. You understand? And that's the you know what I mean, that is where we at as a people. You know what I mean? Where, you know what I mean, we could take this in so many different angles. You know what I mean? No, and just with viewers to understand what we're saying, it may not happen in, you know what I mean, but this for sure I know. What that girl is learning is wrong, and it's bad. You understand? And it's going to affect her in some way. It is going to affect that young sister in some type of way, that baby girl. You understand? She's a nice baby girl right now where the mom could spend time training her. The mom could be at home teaching her how to cook, doing some type of experiment with her. That she needs to be going to school. You know what I mean? She's going to school. I would hope she's going to school. You understand? The mom could be trying to educate this little girl in some way, but instead, she wants to show this girl how to have what? Fun.
Right.
Right? Fun.
Adult fun.
Yeah, adult fun. You understand? When it's wrong, give me where it says it also say it speaks about good being evil and evil being good.
Cancer. 1 second.
You know what I mean? Because this is what was the problem. Like this sister actually thinks she's doing something good. Actually think it. You understand? And now who we are to blame for this grown up woman doing this to her daughter? The president or the prime minister, the ex-prime minister of Jamaica. That's his daughter.
Right. That is his daughter.
So what was he teaching her?
Right. What that say about Bruce Golding?
You understand? Which lets you know the parenting. You know what I mean? It's we got to do better than that. Right? Read this.
Salaka, sir. Before I read this, sir.
So come on.
Say that Bruce Golding was a bad parent. Former Prime Minister of Jamaica. Bruce Golding was a terrible parent.
Yeah, he might have been a good prime minister. He might have been able to do his job as a prime minister, but as a parent,
poor one.
Yeah,
He is the prime minister that said, sir, not in my cabinet, and that was, what I mean, that became a jewel in the crown of Jamaicans, because him stand up against the LGBT. That was good, but something went wrong in him household. We make him daughter now, what I mean, predator right in our own data, because this is predator activity, sir.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
Yeah, and now Bruce Holding, right?
Bruce Golding, sir.
Golding,
Carnival one can.
All right, so Mr. Bruce Golding. Now, if I'm wrong, if we're wrong, you mean just let us know.
Right.
Come on, let us know. Come on, tell us.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta come out against that daughter.
God, speak
you gotta speak out and say, I did not train my daughter like this. I did not. I taught her how to dress. I taught her how to act, how to speak. You understand? You're gonna have to come out and say something about it. But read this here.
Cancer. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. And it says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
And the Lord is saying what? Destruction. Woe means destruction.
Right.
You understand?
God.
Right? Meaning what's coming? Punishment is coming. You understand? For people who says what? Call things what? Call what?
That call evil good.
Evil good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Carnival is not good. Carnival is an evil celebration of the god Bacchus. You understand? That we're going to get into. You know what I mean? It goes all the way back to Roman culture. You know what I mean? We here today thinking that Carnival, we came up with Carnival. No, Negro, you did not come up with Carnival.
Right.
You may have evolved it into something exciting to the world, but it's nothing new. You just take on a celebration. You just take on, something from another nation, and you act it, and now you sell it to the world. Right. Now you make billions of dollars on it. You understand? When this is anger in the Lord, and we're gonna say, read.
Cancer. It says that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Right? You put darkness for light. You trying to bring your daughter in to this whole carnival spirit, right? You trying to bring that darkness into that little girl. A girl not supposed to be seeing that, man. She's a child. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Try to, keep her innocence. Now you took that innocence away from her.
Right.
From what, what she's seeing. At that age, she should just be seeing books, experiments,
cartoons, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sewing, cooking. Not man whining on woman. Not woman behaving like that. You know what I mean? I would like to ask her if she ever take the child to her job and show her the work.
Right.
Where she works.
Because she's a doctor. You know what I mean?
Right. I would like to find out.
Salaka,
you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
I would like to find out that.
Right.
If that's, you know what I mean? Like, but nah, she had to see what Carnival is all about.
Salaka.
Go ahead, Salaki, brother. Go ahead.
It always seems that, you know what I mean, it no matter how professional and how well-to-do in society our people are, them always come down to, you know what I mean, some immoral kind of thing, you know?
That's right.
So it shows you that it not care how educated you are, it does not teach you how to be righteous. You understand? You know, teach your righteousness. You understand? So
that's right. Now go to go where the Lord say you not he's a jealous God.
Kind of one concept.
Let's get that, because Carnival and all these, you know what I mean, Easter and all these holidays like Valentine's Day, all these, you know what I mean, these holidays are worship of another God.
Kind of one can.
You understand? And that's why the Bible also say to, you know what I mean, we lack the knowledge in it. You know what I mean? We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Right.
This woman is a doctor. She is a doctor, which means she could what? Either operate on you, tell you, you know what I mean, you go there, and she tell you, yo, based on your symptoms, such and your tests, you have this, and you need to do this. I can't knock that from her. But the knowledge that she lacks is the knowledge of this Bible, the knowledge on how to serve God. Like, you can't serve God and then want to celebrate Carnival and enjoy Carnival half naked. You can't do that. And the church always give black people, or you know, people on the whole, a way to seem as if, you know what I mean, God is still with them, even though they behave in the way they're behaving. Like they think you could go celebrate Carnival and then come on Ash Wednesday, and now everything you did at Carnival, all the rod you played with, I mean, around Carnival, now the ashes take all of that away, and then you wait again for that next year to come around. So you know what I mean? You know what that's like? That's like a parent, right, telling a child, you need to be in your bed by 8 p.m. And that child gets up and sneaks out through the window in the bedroom. Right? Sneaks out, go have a good time, party, and come back in. Now, if that child get catch, what you gonna say? If you caught that child climbing through the window 5 o'clock in the morning when that child's supposed to be sleeping, what you gonna say? How you gonna look at that child?
Right.
Well, guess what? The Lord from heaven seeing you, seeing that you not taking him serious. You like a child that is hiding his sin from his parent.
Right.
And you're using it under the cover of the Christian church. You understand? You like a child hiding. Well, guess what? The Lord is a father, and he's looking down from heaven and seeing it. And he is very patient.
Right.
You know what I mean? So patient, he wait for the right time when you least expect it. And bam, the whole world come crashing down on you. And before you know it, why this happened to me? You crying.
Right.
Why me? Why me? Because you anger the Lord. And you take him for a joke. Come on, read on.
Gcer. This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 5. And it says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them.
Right, not serve them. The them is talking about these other gods like Bacchus, like Jupiter. Right. You understand? Like the sun god, Baal. You understand? Ashtaroth for Easter. You understand? Diana, Mary. We're not supposed to bow down and serve these gods.
Right.
Read on.
Gcer. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
And what?
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
That's like a man walking in and his woman is in bed with some other man. That man in his jealousy could do what? Unalive both people, or unalive the man. for committing that act, knowing that she is with him. You understand? Well, the Lord in his jealousy, he right with his jealousy. He have a right to be jealous. He have a right to. You understand? Read on.
Cancer. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
So now, guess what? Mommy train you to be a slut, to dress like a slut.
Right.
Mommy's a doctor. Mommy don't go dress like that on the ward. Mommy put on clothes. You understand? She has the doctor garment on. She is fully covered. Nobody knows what mommy have under there. All them goodies. You understand? Nobody knows. But she wants to train her daughter. You understand? Well, the Lord say what? He gonna visit that on that little girl if mommy continue to go down that path. You understand? Read on.
Cancer. Upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Right. She wants the generation, right? She's talking about she wants to bring this pass this down to her generation.
Right.
She want to pass it down. You understand? When pass being a doctor down to your generation, tell you doing passing carnival down to your child. Are you a dummy? With all that, what do I say? Yeah, book sense, but no common sense.
But no common sense, right? In Jamaica, sir, we call them intelligent dunce. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You have, you know what I mean, the ability to save someone's life. And here you are destroying someone, you know what I mean? Destroying your daughter.
Yeah, destroying her spirit.
You
understand? That daughter will never look at her the same again.
Right.
That day, she lost. Mommy is no longer a superhero.
Right.
Mommy is no longer the person who saved lives. You understand? She's no longer the one that just saved lives. You understand? It would have been better if she just saw mommy in that gong. Now the child has the experience and they want to choose between two things now. And the Bible say what? You can't have two masters. Either you're going to choose one or hate the other.
Right. You
understand? Now you just confused the hell out of that little girl. Don't be with that little child, man.
And also, you know what I mean? Salaka, sir. You know, what goes on in Carnival is a lot of LGBT, you know, because last year, they were, what you call it now, they were featuring this LGBT man that was dressed like this sister, you know, last year, you know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Last year, you know. You know what I mean? And I doubt, you know what I mean, it was different this year. What this child saw at this year's carnival was every manner of evil, you know. And rest assured that demon, sir, will attack this child. And this child will never be the same. You know what I
mean? No, brother. She definitely ain't gonna be the same. I know some people will be like, nah, you're crazy. Ain't no sweat. Ain't no sweat. I'm gonna be crazy, and my daughter will never see nothing like this. And then we will see who crazy. Let's see who crazy. You know what I mean? All you had to do is just give things time, Mark. Let's give it time. Let's give it time. You know what I mean? Time on the world, it's a good educational lesson. Very good. All right. Now, you want to go into some a little bit of the history of Carnival?
Yeah, Carnival concert.
All right, come on. There it goes. Right. A Roman what?
festival of Bacchus.
That's where what? Bacchanal, right? The party card done, right? all we want to do is have fun. While the oppressor, he gobbling up the earth.
Right.
You in your drawers and a bra. And he gobbling up the earth. Her said you are intelligent dunce.
Right.
You understand? AKA you are a dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Come on.
This says the Roman festival of Bacchus, usually referred to as Bacchanalia, was a series of feast days held in honor of Bacchus. This Roman god of wine, ecstasy, freedom, fruitfulness, and vegetation was always up for a party.
Always up for what?
Always up for a party.
And that's Carnival on the whole. Carnival is just one big party.
Right.
One big party. You understand? And then you have what? It climax when? On Carnival Monday and Tuesday. You understand? And what other festival comes from Carnival too?
What
other?
Well, festival. You have a thing named festival here in Jamaica. I think I have to check back with officer what that one, but I think festival connect with it as well. You know
and
what I mean?
Also too, the one in America. What's the one in America called? Mardigras.
Mardigras. Okay.
You understand? Mardigras, that's the French version. You understand?
Right.
That's why it's Mardigras. You understand? I forget what it means, but it's the same God. It's the same God they're worshiping, which is just about lust, fertility. You understand? And it's close to being what you call an orgy. Look that up. Look up that word, orgy. You want the historical meaning of it.
Right.
There's a historical meaning behind it. And it's going to tell you, it's going to describe what takes place in Carnival. And now it's describing what takes place in Carnival. And he's going to take a child. Oh man. Where's child? What do you call child services in Jamaica?
CDC.
Yeah, CDC needs to be on their job. You know what I mean? Because she ain't fit to be a parent.
Right.
She might be fit to be a doctor, not a parent. You know what I mean? So somehow we get the lines crossed. You get it?
All right. So this says the word Argy comes from the Greek argia, which is that word is also in one of these articles too, you know.
Yeah.
See?
It's a link. I'm telling you, everything linking up. Anything that dealing with sex, will find its way back to this god, to Astaroth. You understand?
Ishtar, Cancer.
Yes. Go ahead.
Cancer. The word Argy comes from the Greek argia, meaning secret rites, which refers to the secret rites of Dionysus, the Greek god of wine and love making. An orgy is an orgy is a gathering of a number of people that involves sex and drinking. You can use the word orgy.
Sex and what?
And drinking.
And drinking.
You
understand? When I was in the world, brother, there wasn't a day around Carnival season I wasn't intoxicated.
Salaka.
You know what I mean? Because it's all about that drinking and having a ball.
I guess in Trinidad, sir, that would be like the equivalent, like a dancehall. Same like how dancehall is widespread here in Jamaica. Carnival is widespread in Trinidad.
Yeah,
because
but Carnival have a season.
it's a season, right?
Yeah, meaning just before Ash Wednesday. I think Ash Wednesday. I think it's whenever Good Friday. Then you have that Sunday, Palm Sunday, and then the Monday is Carnival Monday. The Tuesday is I forget what they call Tuesday. We call it Last Lap, and then Wednesday is when you go put ashes on your head. You know what I mean? And then after,
it says something about the Tuesday in this article.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, look right there.
One cancer. It's a historians say they believe the first modern Caribbean carnival originated in Trinidad and Tobago in the late 18th century when a flood of French, the same French we are talking about, sir, Zin, settlers brought the Fat Tuesday masquerade party tradition with them to the island.
And that's what they do on Tuesday. They just parade themselves.
Right.
You understand? Which lets you know this is not our what? This has nothing to do with our culture.
Right.
This is them French culture.
Right.
Read on.
One cancer. It says, although Fat Tuesday celebration were almost certainly taking place at least a century before that, meaning this I said the French been do this for years, hundreds of years. You know what I mean? Existed.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And we just took it up. You know what I mean? Because it's, you know what I mean, what you give your slave. You know what I mean? So now he has a period where he could just enjoy himself. You know what I mean? And don't worry about going on the plantation or whatever time. You understand? Which is, you know what I mean, now onto a drug. You feel good. All right? Any more on it?
Yes, sir. This part is the meat of it. It says, the god, which talking about Bacchus, the god was taught to possess his followers during the rituals and free them of their inhibitions and the shackles of social rules and norms.
You understand? That means what? That means you are a woman and you have a husband. You are trying to find a way to do what? Get loose from him.
God.
You know what I mean? Go enjoy yourself and then do what? Once it finished, you come back to him dirty as can be.
Right.
You understand?
God.
Smelling fresh. You understand? Read on.
God. It involved dancing, music, and free sexual activity.
Boy. They carnival.
Right.
Now you're gonna bring a child around something like this?
Right.
Keep the child home. And matter of fact, you're a mother. You're a superhero. You stay home with her too. And show her that she doesn't need this.
Right.
Type of generational, whatever you talking about. You understand? You're putting your child back. You're holding your child back. You understand? We got to start being more responsible parents.
That's right.
As Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are going to have to give up whatever lust we have so that this next generation could grow up the right way. And the Lord could look down from heaven and see, you know what? I see these people trying. You know what I mean? And send Christ back to exact justice on this earth. So that Carnival and these other celebrations, we don't have to pass this down to our kids.
Right.
You I mean, any more? I know you had a few. You had another article too, right?
Not article, but most scriptures.
Yeah, let's go to that scripture. Let's go to we're almost up on the time. Let's go to that one in I think it's in Ecclesiasticus.
Which one that, sir?
No, the first Maccabees, I think.
First Maccabees. Okay,
I think it's 6 and something.
One second, sir.
You know what you want to talk more, right?
Yeah, man. All right. Start at verse 1, you said?
Yeah.
One cancer. This is the book of Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 1. And it says, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God.
And that's what the French did.
Right.
That is exactly what the French did. You understand? Carnival, the mardigras. These things are not our custom or have nothing to do with our culture.
Right.
You understand? These things were forced on us. You understand? And now we're not living after the laws of God. Why? Because if we were living after the laws of God, we won't choose a day not to listen to him and then a day to listen to him. That's confusing.
Right.
You understand? You can imagine you're a parent and your child decide this day, I am not going to listen to mommy. I'm going to do what the hell I want. You are going to flip out on that child.
Right.
You're going to tell that child, either you're going to listen to me or you got to get out this house. We'll find another house. But you ain't doing this. If I say you ain't doing this in here, you ain't doing this in here. So why you think the Lord ain't going to be like that too? So you think he looking down from heaven and he going to be like, well, it's just one day she in her panty and bra on the street. It's okay. She good. What parent will do that?
Right.
What parent is going to react like that? Nah. Ain't no parent just reacting like that. You understand? And the Lord, he for sure ain't no punk.
Right.
Like the pastors train us to look at the Lord as somebody who he understand me. He know I trying to love him. But guess what? Everybody falls short sometimes. Right? So you making excuses to sin and think the Lord won't look down from heaven and be like, well, you know what? Bruce Golden, I know you have a nice daughter. She a doctor. You know, she's saving lives. So I'm gonna let her pass.
Right.
Nah. That ain't the Lord. The Lord don't let nothing pass. You understand? He don't let nothing pass. Or else, what type of reputation would he have as being the Lord? And that's because your pastor done teach you that Satan is God formidable enemy. You understand? So now your whole concept of God is diluted, is polluted. It's messed up. So you live your life as if, God is a mother or your friend or your auntie or uncle. No, he's your father. And he is going to deal with you like a father will deal with you.
God.
Which is he's going to discipline you.
Right.
You may not like it, but he's going to do it. To show you, guess what? Listen to me. Or there's going to be some problems in this house. You understand? Right? Read on.
And Salaka, sir,
Come on.
before we read on, sir, to add to your point, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The Most High is a father, and like you said, which father are going to allow him children to break him rules without kick them out of him house? And
Right.
that is exactly what happened to we. That's why we get kicked out of our homeland.
Yeah.
You
Because
understand? Salaka.
you want to do whatever you want to do.
Right.
And he ain't having that.
Can.
He kick you out of the house. Meaning, what Kiad one bringing out is heavy. He kick you out of the Garden of Eden. And we still ain't get back in it as yet. Why we ain't get back in it as yet? Because we still ain't doing what he said to do.
Can.
So now he gonna let us back in and have this sister in her panty and bra whining down the place. So we go to the street of gold and she gonna be out looking like a slut.
Right.
I don't think we're ready for that as yet.
Can.
I think mama go to put some clothes on.
That's right.
Mama go to teach a kid how to be a woman, how to be a pretty, nice girl.
Right.
All right. Come on, read on.
And Salaka, one more point to add to your point, sir. See, like I said, what Christianity does is make Satan a formidable enemy to the Most High, which weakens, you know what I mean? Them what I call it now, them resolves, because now your excuses, well, Satan make you do it because Satan is so powerful, you know what I mean? And you use that as an excuse to disobey the Most High, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
that's right.
Strong, you understand? So okay.
Yeah, them type of stories, just as how it's confusing the little girl with mom dressed like that. You understand? Those stories or those doctrines in churches, it's going to mess with the way we look at the Lord. Read on.
Cancer. Verse 2. And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter.
And now we call it what? Church. Now we call it the Latter-day, the house of the Latter-day Saint.
Right.
You understand? Or some Baptist church. We give the church some name. Well, that's a temple unto Jupiter.
Right.
Olympius. Read on.
Cancer.
No, go ahead. You could go to that.
Oh, cancer.
Yeah,
all right. Just to show you that, you know what I mean, we've been doing this evil against the Most High in Israel, and we're doing it today. You know what I mean? Because the same Bacchus is the son of Jupiter. Let me read this.
That's right.
The birth of Bacchus. Bacchus is the son of the god Jupiter and a human woman called Semele.
Right? So now, you see what they're doing here, right? Bacchus is the son of what?
Jupiter.
Of son of the god Jupiter. Which is Greek mythology. Same thing they did with what? With Christ. Right? They try to say Christ came from God having sex with who? Mary.
Without
right? Jupiter is a god having sex with a human woman. Sound like a Mary story to me. I might just be lying. I might just be making up stuff. I don't know. But according to the Bible, we know Joseph tied fire to that tail that Mary.
Right.
You understand? That's in the Bible. Now that other stuff come from these people. And when I say these people, the Romans, the Greeks, with their demigods and their, you know what I mean, all different types of God. All right, read on.
That was it for the article, sir. Let me jump back to the scripture about a question.
Yeah.
Sir. It says, and that is charism of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwell in the place.
You understand? So now you serving another god, and they're saying what? Jupiter is going to what? Protect you. No longer what? The Most High.
Right.
So now you in the Christian church, You saying what? The white man is going to protect me. The white Jesus, says Raboje, he's going to protect me, not the Most High. We don't trust in the Lord no more. You understand? We trust in the white man. That's what we trust in, not the Lord. Because if we did trust in the Lord, we won't be celebrating days, you know what I mean, things like Carnival or Valentine's Day. You understand? Or New Year's, or you know what I mean, all years. We won't be doing these things to anger the Lord. Read on.
Verse 3. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people.
And that's what it's doing to black people right now. Carnival is grievous. You know how much relationships got broken up because of Carnival? You know how much people got diseases, sexually transmitted diseases from Carnival, and then took it back home. You understand? It's so and grievous.
Right.
Read on.
Salaka, sir, there is this famous video of a brother who's a very big brother, you know what I mean, muscular and thing, came into some carnival event and saw him wife being, you know what I mean, we in Jamaica call it dagger. Someone had dagger out him wife in carnival, this carnival. The man was so upset that the man had pick up this little puny man, and this is our sister state, you know. Them know that them husband is, you know what I mean, is a killer and a warrior, you know. And you know what I mean, disgrace him with some punk. You understand? The man have to pick up this little punk and toss him aside, you know what I mean? It's on the internet, sir. So look here. You know?
He should have tossed that piece of doodoo aside too, which is his woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? He should have seen that and be like, you know what? I'm out. You slut.
Right.
I'm out.
Kind of one cancer.
You know what I mean? And these were brothers go how to realize, understand also too. A woman do that, brother, it should be that. That's it. You know what I mean? Don't wait. Don't be the man to wait to see it going inside.
Right.
And then to realize, oh, you have a slut on your hand. No, don't wait for that arc. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's SHALAM.
Right. See
some man in the corner with your woman, and they, you know what I mean, again, sex, you know what I mean, being very sexual. I think you know what time that is.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, don't be that person to see it. Then you know what I mean, you don't know what could happen. You know what I mean? And before you know it, you spending life in jail, in prison, while she out here having fun with Bacchus. You understand? All right, come on.
Cancer. Verse 4. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles.
Who what?
Who dallied with harlots.
Who dallied with what?
Who dallied with harlots.
Yeah, you harlots who want to go to Carnival in your panty and bra and think and think it's, you know what I mean, it's fun. It's not. Right. You look disgusting.
Right.
You look like a harlot. You might be a doctor, but what I'm seeing right now, you look filthy.
Gun.
You look like what I wipe from my baby's butt.
Right.
That's what you look like. Doo-doo. Come on.
Salaka, sir. She might be a doctor, but at Carnival, sir, she's just a common backroad seller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A harlot. Yeah. Come on.
Cancer. And had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
Like dressing like a harlot. That is not lawful. maybe in the laws of Jamaica, but not the laws of the Lord.
Right.
You can't dress like a slut and then say the Lord know your heart. The Lord know you're a slut.
Right.
And you're trying to train your daughter to being a slut. That's abuse. You understand? Like you a mother, you behaving like that in front of your daughter. You know what I mean? And then saying, well, you know what I mean, when things go all the way left field, oh, she was just born like that. No, you taught her to be that. Right. You train her to be that. You understand? Ain't no different than some uncle abusing you. You understand? Or molest, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just doing, you know what I mean? Harm to that child.
Right.
Like that type of abuse. Abuse is not just physical. It could be what? Mental too.
The
both of them just as bad. You know what I mean? That's why even down with Esau, right? In Esau, when Esau rating his movies, right? He has what? PG what? 13. Or he has what?
Rated R. Or
rated R. Would you sit down? Would you sit down and watch a rated R TV show with your child? No, hold on. No, we gotta ask. You know what I mean? Miss Holding or Miss Turner, this. We gotta sit down and ask her, because judging from what I'm seeing, you may well be sitting down watching rated shows with your daughter. And if that's the case, brother, this woman shouldn't have kids. She should just be a doctor and just, you know, save lives. She shouldn't have kids. She shouldn't be responsible for kids.
Right.
Now, I know some sisters gonna be like, why? I mean, why are you all coming at her like that? She ain't do nothing wrong. She having clothes. She ain't naked.
Clothes weird.
Brother, you know what I mean? Some sisters, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, no, she's dressed naked. No, she has clothes on. And you'll be like, oh, this is one of them dumb ones.
Right.
It's one of them dummies. You understand? What's the difference between that and a panty and bra? Right. Is it because the bra that she has on joined on to the panty? What it is?
Or maybe the glitters and the colors, you know, and the feathers.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, come on. Any more in that scripture?
Sir. But just to add to your point as well, sir, you know what I mean? This is the type of mother who probably sits down with her little 5-year-old daughter and gossips, you know what I mean, and talk about her relationships and who she's dating. You understand? One of those irresponsible mothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, as I say, now you gotta open the book. You gotta throw the book at her. Because what is it? A picture tell 1,000 what?
1,000 words.
Yeah.
Got one gun.
So now you gotta watch this, and now you gotta gain the psyche of this woman to see what the hell is she thinking.
Right.
And now you see we coming up with about what? About 10 different things, 20 different things. You understand? We could be wrong about half, but the other half I know we're right with.
Right.
And my point is, I should not have to sit down here and be right with any one of these things I'm saying. You understand? What I should be sitting down here doing is giving this woman a clap or a hand and telling our young sisters they should try and be a doctor like this woman. But instead, I had to tell sisters, don't dress like this woman. This woman is dressed, you know what I mean, like a harlot.
Right.
You understand? I had to sit down and explain this to my daughter. You understand? To be like, don't dress like this. Don't do this to your child. You had to have some type of, responsibility to teach your kids some morals, have some integrity, teach them that body is everything they have.
Right.
They could lose the car, anything, but that body, that is what they have. And they're going to have to treat it as if it's, it's a prize. Right. Or else if you doing this, guess what? Ain't no brother gonna want that.
Right.
Ain't no brother wants that. You know what I mean? We got to teach with kids, teach with sons to stay away from women like this. I mean, unless they want to change.
Right.
You understand? We got to teach daughters. We got to teach them out. We got to educate them. The church, this is proof the church done failed black people. This is proof that your government done fail black people. It's proof. It's proof. I mean, you want to know why there's LGBTQ people running around the island? Because it was a learned behavior.
Right.
More than likely, they were victims of abuse. And we just swept it under the rug. Just like we want to sweep this under the rug. You are a black woman and you don't see a problem with that, you the problem.
Right.
And you should not have any kids if you can't see the problem with that. You a father, you can't see the problem with that. You shouldn't have kids.
Right.
You should not have kids. You understand? We got to be a little more responsible. We're going to have to grow up and recognize that we're going to have to forego some fun, for some integrity, for some morals. You understand?
Sure.
You're going to have to, yes, you're going to have to, if you take your kid out there, you're going to have to teach them, don't dress like this.
Right.
Bring it here so that I could teach you a lesson, educate you on how not to be, not to dress, not to look. You understand? I'd rather keep that child home and see what's going on with that child in school. See if that child, is tall enough to reach over the sink to wash them dishes, clean that kitchen. Now, who is me? I'm just some, some nutcase reading the Bible. You know what I mean? Trying to put some sense in your head. I don't know. Hopefully it take me a little bit serious.
Right.
If not, me take the Lord serious. The Lord say, train your child up in the way he or she should go. Train that child up, brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Your parent, there's always time to start being responsible. You could change. You have anything to bring on before we let them go on that?
Sir, that was it, sir.
That was it? All right. You know what I mean? Well, brothers and sisters, you all better hit that like button. Share this, man. Share this so that parents out there could see this and know that, there are black men out here who not going to stand or tolerate poor parenting.
Right.
You understand? That black men out here, we love our kids. We love them. You understand? Now, we want to see them grow up in a world where they don't have to be sexualized at a young age or abused mentally at a young age. And let them just be children. You understand? All right? Good there?
Cancer.
Man, hit that like button, man. Share it. I want to be more famous than your preacher.
Right.
Your preacher, he doing a sloppy job. Put that picture back up on the screen.
Cancer.
I blame your preacher. Your preacher doing a sloppy job. your leader's doing a bad job.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right. You could take it out there. Add one. Let nobody pass over everything.
Yeah, man. All right. To order again, sir, for another excellent show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Ain't no sweat.
This is the Breakdown podcast where we break down the strongholds that hold back the children of Israel throughout the Caribbean, North, Central, and South America. You know the thing goes.
That's right.
Like, share, subscribe, leave your questions in the chat. You know the thing go. You know what I mean? And with that, remember the Lord's 55th annual Passover is in Durham, North Carolina. You understand? All Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indian are invited. Make sure you are there. You understand? For more info, call the numbers that is at, you know what I mean, in the bio of our pages or in the description of our videos. See? And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.
General YAHANNA. Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General YAHANNA, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual is rapid growth. Commanding General YAHANNA is calling for all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him. The real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare.